going to answer the question, what is healthcare staffing payroll funding? Basically, it's the conversion of a healthcare staffing agency's accounts receivable into cash by selling invoices to a staffing factor, in this case PRN funding, at a discount. And basically, healthcare staffing payroll factoring gives agencies immediate cash to help manage their operations more efficiently. And it's best for agencies who either can't qualify for a business loan because they're a startup company or they're growing rapidly or they only have a handful of clients. And some additional key concepts of healthcare staffing payroll factoring are one, that it's a really good way to fill the gaps between the time a nurse staffing agency sends an invoice to a facility and the time that they actually receive payment. A lot of times, healthcare staffing agencies send invoices to a hospital and they won't get paid for 30, 60, sometimes even 90 days for that invoice. So healthcare staffing payroll factoring will help fill that gap because they get cash immediately upon invoicing. 2, healthcare staffing payroll factoring is based on the customer's credit history, not the agency owner's nor the actual company's credit history. Basically, as long as a healthcare staffing company is working with a creditworthy medical facility or a creditworthy clinic or doctor's office, then they're going to be a good candidate for healthcare staffing payroll factoring. Thirdly, healthcare staffing payroll factoring helps agencies sustain more of a business as usual relationship. They get to continue to staff as normal and they can either work with a net 30 terms or net 60 terms because when they're selling their invoices to a factor, they're getting the majority of that invoice right away and they don't have to wait the 30 or 60 days to get paid. Another reason why healthcare staffing payroll factoring is a good thing for healthcare staffing agencies is that it's one of the oldest financing methods known around. And in fact, it's about 4,000 years old, and it's really common in the staffing industry. Many accounts payable departments are used to, a different remittance address. It's not a problem. Next, you don't have to pledge personal collateral as when you do healthcare staffing payroll factoring, and because it's not a loan, it's not going to muddy up the balance sheet. There's no debt created with healthcare staffing payroll factoring, so it's really a good way to continue to get financing without having to pay back a loan or without muddying up your balance sheet. Finally, it's a great way for healthcare staffing agencies to build credit. They can use the cash from healthcare staffing payroll factoring to meet payroll, make sure that they pay their payroll taxes on time, pay vendors, and all of these things are going to only improve the agency's credit rating so that when they approach funders in the future, they won't be turned down. So in summary, basically, if you use healthcare staffing payroll factoring, it's going to solve the company's cash flow problems. There's less time being spent worrying about when money is going to come in, and it gives you a lot more time to focus on building the business up. If you need more information about healthcare staffing payroll factoring, visit PRN Funding's website at www.prnfunding.com.